everybody, it's me, Rachel. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I have so many different types of spring crafts to bring that's on my table that I am just so excited that we're gonna go ahead and get started. We got iron-on, cardstock, vinyl, just a wide variety of crafts for spring. So how it's gonna work, I already have all of my crafts all lined up for spring and Easter. So this video is all spring related crafts. Next video is going to be spring and Easter, and then the video after that is just going to be all Easter. So I know they all kind of go hand in hand, but I do like some crafts that are really not Easter inspired, meaning not the bunnies and all that fun stuff, but just spring decor, right? So that is the intentions of this video, and then they're going to get mixed in the next, and then it's strictly Easter. So I have all of my crafts planned out for the next 3 weeks. I am so excited to be crafting with them. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, let's take a second to appreciate this pillow. Oh my gosh, I am so excited to be crafting with this pillow. I got it from Michael's, and I just thought this was so cute that I'm like, yeah, I have to bring this home and put this on my couch and let it be part of my decor. So yeah, they come in different colors. I wanted to get another one, but I have to get a smaller pair of scissors for that, and I'll get that later off camera. But yeah, so I'm really excited to be crafting with that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and lint roll this real quick because we are gonna do some ironing on to this pretty pink pillow. All right, I have a lot of pillows on my couch. We have a L-shaped couch. Not something I would recommend. I really don't like it. We bought it a couple years ago, and it's pretty. I just think it's not functional because, like, if you're sitting somewhere that, you know, like, you don't have two spots really that has access to a end table, and outside of that, you're kind of having to hold your drink if you're sitting in the middle. So I don't know. I'm just not a big fan. But anyways, I digress. So the couch that we bought came with all these pillows, and I was so excited. And then after having all these pillows, I realized that's a lot of pillows. So I had to take away some. But my husband's going to laugh because I'm adding a pillow to our collection. But oh well. It won't be up all year since it's just for spring. Now this SVG does come with other things, other elements, and I just really liked the text. So I just went ahead and I think either deleted it or contour. I can't remember if it was just all one SVG, but either way, if you can't detach it or ungroup it, you'll just have to contour the SVG. So I've been making some tutorial videos on Design Space. Let me know if you guys like those videos, if they're helpful. I'm just trying to do a wide variety of videos on my channel. I'm actually, sorry for the sniffle, I'm actually going to be starting another channel here soon, and I am going to be doing AutoCAD tutorials. And for those who don't know what AutoCAD tutorials is, it is just a, look how pretty that is. And this is glitter vinyl, by the way. It's a engineering architecture software that we use in our industry. And not that it really pertains to crafting, but I have used it to craft. In fact, if you haven't watched I just posted, and by the time this video is coming out, it will be a week later, but so it'll be a week ago when I posted my video short. So I use Inventor to design, to 3D model my ink pad holders to be 3D printed. My husband has like 10 billion 3D printers at our house, and I have no room to talk. I have a lot of Cricut machines, so we're just crafty individuals here. But I'm just trying to get this centered left, right, and up and down. So I was thinking of creating, since I know AutoCAD really well, I've been using that software since 2004. So 22 years now, and I thought maybe people would be interested to learn a new software. So that's what I'll be doing. I just trying to build up the videos. I'm using the mini press and I'm using the medium, setting the 2 wavy marks. I just think that the smaller, there is a piece of dirt on there. Oh, sorry. I think using the smaller one is going to be helpful. I could use a larger one, but I just think that this is such an awkward shaped pillow that it'd just be easier to use my smaller one. Plus, I need the smaller one for another project in this video. But yeah, so that video, or that channel, is going to be coming live here soon. So if you're interested to know, like, when I say AutoCAD or Inventor, you know, you'll know what I'm talking about and the software that I teach at the college I work at. Okay, I think that should be good. I'm going to flip it over to cool that down. Okay, that has cooled down, I think. And okay, I do see some lifting on those edges. I'm going to repress that area. And I'm sorry if you guys hear my washer machine and my dishwasher. We are doing chores and crafting. We are multitasking at its best. So, just the way it is. Okay, that should be good. Oh yeah, that's good. I see some, if I see any troubled areas, I really want to try to get this off. I normally try to get this off anyways because this initial tug really tugs at it pretty hard. If I can get it off and put some parchment paper over and repress it, then I'm golden. In fact, I don't feel at least any lifting, so this is good. Look how cute. Oh my goodness, look at the glitter. This is going to be so adorable on the couch for spring. And of course, if you want to lay on it, you don't have to, you can just lay your head on this side. That way you're not rubbing your cheek against this the vinyl. But that is so pretty. I love the glitter. I don't know if it's catching it on camera. I don't know if you guys can see. I'm trying to look to see if you can. But in person, that glitter is just on point. And it just looks like it was just made. This actually looks like I bought it this way. I love it. Okay, let's go ahead and move into a paper craft. I found this SVG. I believe it was from Design Bundles. I'll be sure to link it below. But I found this design to do a shadow box. And so I went ahead and cut each of them out. I think there's like 12 of them. And you start with, well, this would be 12, and then this would be 11. So you start from 12 and then go back all the way to 1. So there's 1, and then they literally have it cut out 1, and then 2, and then so on and so forth until 11, right? I think I'll cut this first, and let's see. I want to measure, make sure this is 8 by 8. It should. Okay, yeah, so 8. All right, so I'm gonna cut this down to 8 by 8, and let me see, so 8, move that over. This surely did take a long time to cut out on my Cricut machine, and you would also want to make sure that you want to do this way. You want to make sure that you have a sharp blade because some of it's kind of intricate, and then I know I messed up on a few of my cardstocks. Luckily I had, actually, do I want, I don't know. I want this side. Okay. And luckily I had backups, you know, because it comes with, the collection comes with like 4 colors, or 4 of the same color. And so I was okay with that, but if I didn't, I would have been kind of having to go a different direction, right? Okay. So then we'll put that there, and then I think the next thing to do is to start Now I can put foam tape on this, but I think what I'll do is glue this direct. Actually, I don't need to glue it, right? So then the next logical step is to get some foam tape. So there's that. Okay, I'll do the first one on camera, and then I'll do the rest off camera. Just because this is going to be a super, you know, I'm thinking that if I were to add foam tape to all of this, this is going to be so, I gotta take this off. This is going to be so super thick. I think this is just really pretty as is. And since this is a lot of layers, I just think that that it's not going to fit in my shadow box really well. It may, I don't know, who knows. If there wasn't so many layers, I think I would be fine, but since there's a lot of layers, it's going to be way too time consuming. Maybe let's put that one in at a time. See how that works. Put that there. Okay. Let's do a couple more. I don't know why it's buckling. And there's that. It's almost like they cut the paper too big. I've sized it at 8. It also could just because it didn't get manufactured correctly. And then I'm going to put this here. Yeah, I'll show you guys in 1 second. And I'm going to leave this in here. And then I'll leave that in there just so I have that for my records. See how like this is not even fitting. Oh, I guess I gotta push this down. You know what? Maybe I will just, I'm gonna fold that up. I don't need it. Okay, so I'm gonna put this back in here. I gotta push it down a little bit because we do have some thickness to this now. Okay, ouch. There we go. Okay. And there we go. Look how pretty that is. All right, well there is craft number 2. Let's go ahead and do a painting craft because we actually have 2 crafts that we are painting. I have this plaque, this wood round plaque from Target, and I just painted it white and then sanded it. And what we're going to do is we're going to paint, but I am using a scrap vinyl for the stencil. Oh, you know what? I got to make sure I'm doing this right. I'm not doing it like I normally do. I got to weed out the middles here instead of weeding out the vinyl. Almost just really messed it up. Woo. But anyways, I'm using this as a stencil because I want to paint, and I don't use stencil vinyl. I hate that stuff. To me, it just doesn't work the way I want it to, and so therefore I just use removable vinyl that I just don't use anymore, or that's just getting old, and that's what I end up doing. So just trying, oh, I guess I have some extras. Alright, so I'm just again weeding out what you normally would keep. And we will get this on here after. I have to get things painted first. So we're going to be working back and forth with this project. Okay. I think I got everything. Okay. I need to weed out this part here, but I gotta be careful. Okay. Okay. And then get rid of that. Then get rid of that. So there's that. So it says welcome. I actually have on the lineup next week another sign, but I like to decorate the outside of my door, the inside of my door, and then my office door. So that's what I like to do. So then I need a big piece of transfer tape because I need it to be able to transfer this. Okay. Get that on there. So what I'll do is I'll expose a little bit of the transfer tape. I will put that transfer tape way more than I needed. Whoops. Oh well. Ugh. Don't get wrinkly on me here. Okay. And I made this way more complicated than it needed to be. Okay. And then I will... Gosh. I hate that I got this all wrinkly. Ugh. Let me see if I can get that out. There we go. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I need my scraper tool. So this is kind of like the reverse weeding, right? Because you usually put the whole thing on there and then you weed. I don't know, that may not make sense. All right, try to take off the carrier sheet. There we go. Very good. Okay, that took some time. I'm hoping this was really hard to line up if I'm being honest, but it took a long time, so I had to cut the camera here for a second. I had to play around with it, and the parchment paper was not helping. So, okay, whatever. Okay, I'm gonna have to peel this off of it. It's gonna kind of be interesting since it is so long. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to peel this back at an angle. Green Whisper, and then I'm going to add some paint to the side here, and then I'm just going to kind of use a smaller paintbrush. Okay. And then I'm just going to paint over the white space over here. right, just got that all painted, and now you can put a heating tool to this, but I don't know if I would, honestly, just because then you're going to be heating up the vinyl and then it could start to curl and the stickiness will get, like, for lack of better words, it will get liquidy, melty, I don't know. And then this could start to peel up and get gunk up on your blank here. So you're going to have to let these air dry while you're working on something else or whatever. I'm going to bring this back because this is ready to go. And yeah, it's nice and dry. So I'm going to add lots of green here. And this time, assuming that I don't need to add another layer, I'm going to peel it right up as soon as I am done painting because I like to peel it up when it's wet. Now, if it looks good to you, then I would advise to, I don't know, well, I guess it doesn't matter. I'm going to peel it up. Let me just close this. Move this out of the way. And these colors all came from Hobby Lobby, in case, oh, no you don't. All came from Hobby Lobby. Okay. Yes. So I'll peel this up. And be very careful. I'm going to peel that up. I may have to wait until this is dry because it is just ripping like crazy. And I did distress this a little bit, but I don't want it to be that distressed. I don't want this to peel up my paint. Okay, got that all peeled up, and I think it turned out super cute, and I actually think that I got it pretty centered. Might be a little high, but a little higher than I should be. I'm okay with that. You know, I'm just glad that it is on there and ready to go. Okay, we are going to add, hopefully this is long enough. Oh, perfect. Perfect. We're going to bring this back and we're going to finish it. I was going to use that yellow because we're going to do yellow tulips, but you know what? I'm really digging the pink. This is hard, you all. Oh my goodness. Trying to see. Okay, this goes here. And that goes here. Where to be off? I don't know. Jeez. Okay. Well, hopefully I have that on there somewhat in a good position. I'll be really sad if I didn't and I messed this whole thing up. This is hard. I would not say this is a good beginner friendly project because it's hard. It's hard to line up, honestly. I didn't think it was going to be this difficult, but oh, okay. Dang it. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and get this. Okay. So I'm just going to paint it pink. Like I said, the initial idea was going to be yellow, but I think I'm going to enjoy the pink a little bit more. So let's just go ahead and paint it pink. All right, let's peel and reveal, y'all. Let's see if I did a terrible job or All right, so a little off. Oh, that one's not bad, but you can see the green stem. But you know what? I don't think that's an issue. I don't know why. If it was supposed to be covered up, why in the world would they put a stem there? I guess I didn't think about that. But oh well. Okay. Try to make sure. Okay, there we go. And then where's that? Let's see. Get that going like this. There we go. All right, not too bad. A little off, but something I think I can deal with. Now let's see if this is any good. In fact, I want to start this way. Look how pretty. Do you see a little vinyl that did not make it? Okay, there we go. Make sure there's nothing on my hands. I got a little paint on my nails. My goodness. Okay. Gotta wash my paintbrushes anyways, but here it is. This is so pretty, and I gotta fix one thing or it will drive me nuts. And it is just this green little area. There we go, and then I'm just gonna kind of fix that. And then see another area, so the green. Oh, and I see another area of the transfer tape that I gotta get. Well, yeah, one area. It is this one right there. There it is. Okay. Perfect. So those areas will dry, and then I should be good to go. And just touch up that green. I think I ripped too hard when I was trying to pull it up and adjust, and I just ripped off the paint. Since we're on the topic of painting, we might as well do the other one. I have this blank that I got from Hobby Lobby, and once more we are going to weed out the middles here and keeping what we normally don't keep. I told you, a lot of painting projects. Don't ask me why I wanted to do a lot of painting in this video. I did some painting in the other video coming up next week. And normally I don't like to paint. I hate painting. It's too time consuming, and I hate that you have to finish it by sanding it if you want to have that nice smooth look, and it's not my area that I want to be focused or spending my time on, I suppose. Okay. So then this says spring, oh how, oh, that just jumped right in my face. How I love you. And again, using removable vinyl, you don't ever want to use permanent, just because that will get super sticky. And not impossible. I mean, I've removed permanent before. I'm just trying to get in between the carrier sheet and the vinyl. It's kind of being a little hard here. But I use permanent vinyl and remove it all the time. It's not something I would, you know, if I'm purposely knowing that I'm going to remove it like this because I'm using it as a stencil, then yeah, I'm not going to use permanent. So, you know, but if I have a blank that I'm just kind of tired of using and I use permanent, I remove it all the time. Come on, goodness. Man, I had to really earn it. Whoops. There we go. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Boom. Okay. This, I'm gonna stand up just for a minute. Okay, I'm hoping I got it there. We'll see. Okay. Well, let me scrape it on there. Who knows? These painting projects may not turn out. It's hard. It was harder than I thought to get them straight on the blanks. So that was more difficult than I anticipated. Just now, this is going to be. I got to be very careful. Okay. In fact, what I'll do is I'll put it on here, and then I'm going to just dab some. I'm going to paint this. Okay. Now, I think I'll do, let's see, a papaya whip. And I'm going to opt for a brush this time, a paintbrush, just because of how small the area is. This would have been a lot faster if I would have just used a vinyl, let me tell you. But I didn't have the colors I wanted, so I opted for, and plus I'm making it consistent with some other projects for the next video, and the surfaces had been painted, so I'm trying to just be consistent with my colors. Somewhat consistent. Do yellow. And this is Moon Yellow. But I'm also going to be adding some pink to that, just to kind of give it a little, did nothing. Alright. Then add yellow. Right. So again, and then I think this one, once the second coat goes on, it should be, there should be enough layers that we could just peel this right up and we'll be okay. Oh yeah. I only need 2 coats of least of the pink. And then honestly, I think each one just needs 2 coats, that's it. Okay, then I can peel this up. Again, I want to peel it up when it's wet, being very careful. Okay, the last 2 little middles that I need to weed out. And I do want to say, notice how I'm not scratching at the paint, I'm scratching at the vinyl, so that way I don't scratch up the paint when I'm trying to weed this. I'm not hitting, I'm going like somewhere in the middle of where that vinyl is. And there you go. Now it's painted on there. My thing is, I wish I would have gotten this area a little bit better, but not bad. It's pretty well centered and straight. I really love how that turned out. So excited about that. We have a Libby can that I got from Michael's a long time ago, actually. I was going to use this probably for Halloween, so this has been in my stash for some time now, and we are going to make a cute little spring drink glass can, if you will. So I used tech wrap, and I have a little bit of wasted vinyl in this project, but it's all going to be worth it. So here I want to make sure that I got everything. You don't want to accidentally wrinkle it all up and then not have everything on your carrier sheet. Okay, so we got the purple layer. Let's get the blue layer. Again, oh, look at, I am That did not come up. No, and there's that. All right, that's them all done. Okay, so there are my layers. See, we have 6 layers. And then we're going to add them to our lippy can. Okay, I am back, and I realized I had turned the camera off because I wanted to clean up and not waste memory on my card. And I came back, sat down, and just started crafting and talking to myself because I forgot to hit the start button or the record button. I am so bummed, but you didn't miss much other than me jibber jabbing. But I do want to show you that I did staple this to this, and I had spoke about this in the video that I thought I was recording, that I got this from the Dollar Tree last year, I believe. Oh no, no, it's not Dollar Tree. This is Hobby Lobby. So this was last year, so I'm sure they still have it, and I have different colors. So I went ahead and stapled that to the back and finished this project up. Now, the other project that I've been working on by myself apparently is this lippy can. So I added the different you know, we already weeded it together, so you guys saw that process. So really, you just missed me adding the vinyl to the cup. So I'm so sorry. I'm so bummed. I cannot believe. And I told myself when I sat back down after switching the laundry, because I had to switch my laundry, and I had to finish cleaning up, get my my brushes rinsed off and all that stuff. I told myself, don't forget to hit the start button, because I've done this recently, and so anyways, I was looking up, and I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. I forgot to hit that record button. I'm so sorry, and I'm so bummed. But I can't go back and redo this just so that way you guys can have content to watch. I'm so sorry. That's just you know, it's just life. So the true testament, if I did a good job, is if these little dots to these blooms actually line up. So this will determine that, right? Which I can already tell it's not going to. Oh gosh, okay. I told you I'm terrible at this. So I am just going to manually put one down at a time. This can go on this little dot or on this little flower. Okay, there we go. There we go. Come on. Losing it. There we go. All right, almost done. Look how pretty that is. It's different, right? There we go. Last one, and we're done. And let me put this on. And here it is. What do you guys think? I think it's so different. You know, you don't see this type of wrap on a lippy can, so I don't know. I just think it's really pretty. I love the shimmer that it has. So this turned out super pretty. Okay, let's get into our final craft. It's an iron-on, and we're ironing onto wood. So let me get this put away, and then I'll bring out the last craft. Okay, we have a huge iron-on project, and I don't want to waste this. So let me cut this out here. And I like to do iron-on when I have large projects because it just makes things a lot easier to line up and than it is regular adhesive vinyl. So if I can opt for iron-on, I'm doing it. Okay, got that all trimmed out. Then, actually, while I'm doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my heat press to the medium setting so that can heat up while I weed out this. So just so you know that this is iron-on, and I went ahead and selected the Smart iron-on setting. Iron Space has did an update a little while ago that you don't have to hit the mirror button anymore, but I always like to verify, so just make sure that it does. It will actually tell you once you select the iron-on material that you it will tell you it will be automatically mirrored. So, but I always like to verify just in case, especially when you're working with something like this and you would hate to waste all of that vinyl. But so far, out of the many times I have used that setting, it's never not mirrored it, right? Get this part weeded out. So yeah, I always opt for iron-on when I'm working with such a big project. It just makes it so much easier. If you can, obviously. Now, you know, if you're working with glass and acrylic. I don't know about acrylic, but I'm sure you might be able to iron onto mirror, or onto a mirror, right? I don't know. I never thought about that. I don't do too many of those projects, so I'm not sure. Okay. Thought this was such a pretty pink color for spring. And let's get this almost there. Very good. Especially if this is going to go outside, which it's not, but if it was, if it were to go outside, I would definitely use iron-on. I feel like iron-on just lasts way better than regular adhesive vinyl, and I feel like my area is a true testament because I live in such an area where it's humid during the summer and really hot, and my house again faces the west, so we get a lot of the sun, and my front door, you know, faces the sun all the time, and it lasts for it lasts a really long time. The only thing of it is, just like anything, it does get discolored after being exposed to the sun for so long. So, and that usually happens over time with anything, right? Not just this vinyl in particular. I especially love to use glitter iron-on for my outdoor because the sun really hits it and makes it look very pretty. Okay, so there we go. Spring Blessings. So pretty. Love it. Okay, I have this sign. This is so big, and I apologize I can't get it all in the screen here unless I zoom out a little bit. Yeah, I am zoomed out completely. So here's the bottom, or the top, excuse me. And I'm looking at a mirror image of myself here, and then this is the bottom. Technically this is the top here, but there's this little messed up piece, so I'm gonna make that the bottom, especially since I'm not hanging it. Just gonna lay up against my front door, and look how pretty that pink is against that gray. So let me get this centered, and then we can see how much easier this is as opposed to, you know, with laying it down with your adhesive vinyl. That way you have the grace of moving it around as often as you need to. Let's go ahead and start ironing this down. I am using the medium setting here, and I'm just kind of going all the way down. I don't want this to move around on me. There we go. Okay, I added a lot more heat, and I'm at the point where I'm going to try to get all of this off even in the places that I need to hit the heat more. So there's definitely a lot of lifting. And if I can, see like this, I'm gonna try. I don't know if I'm gonna be successful. Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna try to get this off of here. Because it's just, I think I can hit it better with parchment paper being on top of it. And then the B is good. There. This is staying inside, so if it's not fully adhered, like, I'm not worried about that because it's not going to weather the elements. But so there is the sign. So sorry I can't get it in frame, but this is as far as I can zoom out. So spring blessings, really pretty. Well, that is our last craft, and let me bring in all of the crafts that we did today in today's video, and we can take a look at everything as a collective. Okay, well here they all are, and I just love how everything turned out. There's only 6 crafts that we did in this video, but it felt like more just because the sheer amount of stuff that we did as far as painting, ironing on, layering, so it's just a lot of work. This started out the craft and set the tone, and I absolutely love it. And then of course we have our 2 painted signs. I don't know why I chose to do 2 painting signs in one video, but I just love how they all turned out, and they're just super pretty. And then of course our iron on from our pillow to the sign, our vinyl that we have multi layers, which was super fun, and it was really easy to do. And I apologize that you missed a lot of that just because I forgot to hit the record button. Oh dear. And then our paper craft, that was super fun as well. Let me know which one your favorite craft was in today's video. My favorite is the pillow. I love it. It's so pretty. I love the pink. I love that it's a macaroon, and I love the font choice for this. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I will catch you guys in the next craft or card video. Bye.